Hello again, everybody. This is Patrick Pinto with BC Solutions, and welcome to another riveting episode of the ABCs of Digital Marketing. Today, we have the pleasure of sitting with a friend and client of ours, Joe Batie from Caine Weiner. Joe, how are you today?
I'm doing well, Pat. Thanks a lot for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome. And I was gonna give an explanation of what Caine Weiner is, but before our call, when we were talking, you really gave a better explanation. So why don't you let everyone know? Why don't you let everyone know what Caine Weiner does?
We're a debt collection agency operating in the receivables to cash space. Our nearly century-long lineage has been primarily on the commercial side, on third-party commercial collections, but we also tout a pretty robust first-party boutique solution and a fully built-out consumer solution as well over the last 2 decades.
Joe, I had to ask you this because you touched on that you guys are, which is a compliment and a tribute to your success and your stability, that you're around for close to 100 years. How have you seen the industry pivot over this time, and how has it changed, if I say that right?
Wow, I guess with the most recent few years, COVID has really taught us a lot about how flexible the business can actually become. In the age of technology and so forth, which is very much different than when I entered the industry 35 years ago. We've been able to deploy collection agents to work from home status and be in a fully secured VPN environment and still have all of the controls that we had within the office space, but giving our agents the flexibility to work different hours. They had no commute, obviously, so they could work into the evenings and they could work through the weekends. And I think that that created an environment where we had significant improvements year over year in results, in collection recovery results.
Do you see this being a trend that you're going to stay with? Do you see that the firm is going to give the option of either coming to work or working from the office?
I'll be honest with you, Pat, as much as I love being able to say, walk by and look a guy in the eye and help coach and all those other things, this last 2 years being in a work from home environment has taught us how much more productive it can be for the right sort of person. And we're constantly seeking that right person because we'd like to continue to offer our people that hybrid opportunity. So, we're not giving up our brick and mortar, so we're going to have some people coming into the office, and we'll have a pretty significant contingent of people that are working from home.
That's a very smart procedure. I like that. I wanted to ask you this. I know collection agencies or debt collection agencies, there's a variety of markets that they play within, and then there's a variety of levels of collections that they play within. What is the sweet spot that Caine Weiner likes to play within?
I think our sweet spot, especially on the commercial side, is companies anywhere from 100 to $250 million that have somewhat of a distressed environment that they're dealing with. A shortage of employees and overage of accounts. Maybe their sales team is hitting home runs and bringing on too much business. And we sort of fit in because our philosophy has always been to partner with our clients. We don't treat them as commodities. We treat them as actual business partners. So we have a pretty extensive onboarding process where we become an integral part of what they do, sort of a logical handoff, so that they can go about servicing those customers who are going to remain customers. And the people that slip through the cracks, the impact of losing those dollars are less.
Very well said, I have to say. If you were to want to leave our call today, and for the millions watching and beyond that'll tune in at other times, if you wanted to leave a sticky part about Caine Weiner behind, something that would really resonate with them, what would you like that to be?
Yeah, we have an internal philosophy, Pat. It's called Client Company Me. And it's a recognition by all of the associates of Caine Weiner that without the client, there is no company, there is no me. Without the company, we can't attract clients, so there is no me. Without me, the company can't attract clients and survive. So it's sort of this synergistic environment that everybody is equally as important. And that feeds into that partnering with the clients to make sure that we're fitting the bill that they need and filling the void that they need, and being a legitimate business partner and going forward.
I like that. I like that. I want to take a moment and thank you for taking the time to speak with me today and to let everyone know of not only you, but the services that your firm provides. I will say this, if anyone out there, please, if you get a moment after watching this, if you have some time, please do your due diligence on Joseph. Please take a look at Caine Weiner. I know you'll be very impressed not only with the quality of work that they do, but what their website talks about. And if you get a moment, you do speak with Joe. I know you'll be far impressed with the conversation that you have with him. Thank you again.
I appreciate that, Pat, and just, for those who are paying attention, hopefully they know your value because they're watching this interview. But Pat and his team at Be Seen have been an incredible resource for me. For those of you that know the collection space, you understand how flooded the space it is and how fragmented it is. And Pat and his team has been extremely instrumental at making great connections for myself and Caine Weiner in ways that I never thought possible. So I really appreciate everything you've done as well.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. If you let me close with this. How would you, besides the traditional search, how would you like everyone to find you?
You can find me at www.caine, CAINE hyphen Weiner, WEINER.com, and click on About Us in the executive page, and you can reach me by email, and my cell phone number is listed as well.
And also your LinkedIn profile.
My LinkedIn profile is there as well. Yes.
Wonderful.
You can reach me on LinkedIn. You can reach me on my website. You can hit me up on Twitter. Caine Weiner has a Twitter page. We've got an Instagram page. We've got a Facebook page. There are very few ways you can't find me. I don't think you can reach me by carrier pigeon.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, at least. Well, Joe, listen, thank you so much for taking the time today. And it's an honor for Be Seen to do work with Caine Weiner. It's a pleasure to do work with you and your team behind you. And we really do love the long-standing relationship we have. And we look to grow. We all look to grow older with the work we're doing with you. And I thank you for that time.
I appreciate that. Thank you.